Bomb Squad! If you ain't hyped already, you better get hyped. How many days we got left? How many days we got left? Somebody put in the chat how many days we got left until October 9th. Man, listen, as Deanna Branch always says, Karma Boxing, thank you. 2 weeks away. The clock is ticking. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Yeah, it's like Peter Pan, man. And the crocodile has a clock in its stomach, chasing the hook. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Man. Thanks for everybody dropping by. Hope you guys enjoyed the little intro there. You know, I got to get it spiced up. You damn right I'm going to promote this fight. I've heard some rumblings behind the scenes. People out there saying, man, why is Divine and these other channels always talking about this fight? There's other fights out there. We're going to get to that. But right now, this is something that needs to be promoted. Because I see the comments out there, everyone saying, "Oh, this fight isn't selling. Nobody's interested in this fight." We already know what that is. That's Tyson Fury fans, basically. That's Tyson Fury fans saying that. Because over here and many other places, we're more than excited for this fight. So don't get it twisted. Make sure you guys swoop in. You guys know the drill. Hit that like button. We got 30 people in here. We should have 30 likes. How are we going to have 30 people and only 15 likes? That doesn't make any sense. I also have a poll going. Just out of curiosity. See what people are up to during fight night, October 9th. Where or how will you watch Fury versus Wilder? So far, we got 9% saying they're going to the fight. 70% at home with family and friends, and 22% going to a big watch party. Well, that's what's up. Want to go ahead and do my quick little roll call as people continue to file in. You're right. We're going to talk about what Deontay Wilder just recently said in his interview. You know, like I always tell you, man, I wake up in the morning to this. So I get my coffee, I get my pancakes, and I get ready. I get amped. We got Tim Nick, first one in the building. If you're still here, Tim, I appreciate you. We got Kaz. We got Antoine. We got Terry Smoot, number one Packers gamer. What's good? Christopher. Deanna Branch. How you doing, Queen? Good to see you in the chat. As always, Karma Boxing MMA. We got Tom. Always good to see Tom. We got Fred. Also, Fred Rhodes. What's good? Good to see you. Alfred. Jade Nilsson. Good to see you as well. Boxing Redemption. How you doing tonight? Antoine starts it off with the super chat saying, hey, Divine, just to let you know, I got a projector. That's what's up. That's dedication. Blow it up on the big screen. Blow it up on the projector. I appreciate the super chat as always, Antoine. Not only an official member of the channel, but always showing support and love to the channel. I got much love for Antoine. SM, salute to you. Good to see you. So, quick little roll call. What I want people to do next is let me know where you from. Represent your city, represent your state. Let me know in the comment section where you're from. That's what we're going to do before we kick off this review of the interview by Deontay Wilder. Let me know in the chat where you're from around the world. Represent your city, represent your country, represent your state. Let me know where you're at, because I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know where my supporters are coming from. Yeah, Rome Far Rock says, I watch all fights in my garage. Depending on the fight, a couple of my neighbors may stop by. That's what's up. That's what's up. Right in the garage. Kick your feet up and enjoy the show. It may not last long. It may not last long. The ring walk might be better. The ring walk might be the highlight of the night, especially considering it's probably not going to last very long. Devontae Moss, what's good? Thanks for dropping by tonight. C. Wood, what's good? Razor, salute Divine. They wasted 23 minutes of Wilder's time with dumb and stupid questions. We already know this. Wilder was probably in his head, he's thinking, man, I only got 30 minutes in me. Let's get this over with. But, nonetheless, we're able to hear his voice. He addressed a few interesting things, which we're going to talk about tonight in this live stream. We got NYC in the house. We got Philly in the house. North Carolina, 910, stand up, Fred Rhodes. We got Alabama in the house. Vondel's crew, Clips. Shout out Alabama. Obviously, we already know. Deontay from Alabama himself. That's what's up. SM, Houston. Big H, stand up. Cos, Miami. Welcome to Miami. Yeah, Devontae, we got another supporter from NYC. Jade Nielsen, South Carolina. We got Alfred from Jersey. Karma from India. That's what's up. Welcome, India. T Water, Chi-Town, stand up. Gotta have somebody from Chi-Town. T Water, that's what's up. Thanks for dropping by. Long Island, New York, baby. Hashtag Strong Island. Yeah. New Jersey as well from Alfred. Antoine says Cleveland, Ohio, working out of Deep South Texas. Yeah. We got Ransom from Georgia as well. Thanks for dropping by, Ransom. Ransom the Don from GA. Razor from Ohio. That's what's up. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you represent out there. We've got Dante from Vegas itself. Palm trees, casinos, warm weather. That's what's up. Atlanta. What's good, Tom? Tom's from Atlanta himself. Man, all across the world. All across the world. That's what's up. That's what I like to see. Let people know where you're from. Timothy says Dayton, Ohio. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm surprised we haven't had anybody come in here from Cali yet. But I know I have some subscribers from Cali for sure. Yourself? Oh, I'm representing the Grand Canyon State. Yeah, born on the border of Arizona and Mexico, and grew up in Phoenix, Arizona. That's where I'm from, man. Yeah. We got Reggie from Pitt. Welcome, Pittsburgh, in the house. Welcome, Pittsburgh. Deep Zone. Arlington, Texas, by the way of New Orleans. Yeah. I got a couple friends from New Orleans. I was serving in the military. One of my best friends was from the Bayou. Straight Cajun. That's what's up. Well, I appreciate everybody dropping in their cities, representing their cities, their states. I like to, get to know my supporters a little bit. I want to know where you guys are from. And, all across the world. We even got all the way to India. I know I got some fans that are from South Africa as well, from the UK. They're not in here yet. They'll come in later. Maybe we'll do another roll call later in the live stream when this live stream continues to fill up. Yeah. So Alfred says, I'm born in New York, but I've been in New Jersey my whole life. Represent regardless, bro. Represent regardless. I've never been that far east. That's one thing I haven't done. Never been that far east. As far as I've been going east is Illinois, I guess. Yeah, Illinois, man. That's as far as east I've been. But then again, I've been living overseas since I was 18, so I didn't have much chance to travel that much in the States. So, I've been on other parts of the world. Well, look, thanks for dropping by, everyone. Welcome to the show. I had to get on here and give my thoughts. I figured, man, everyone else is giving their thoughts about the interview, so I guess I gotta get my combinations in. You know what I mean? My combinations. And like I said, the interview was pretty basic for the most part. Nothing that interesting. Not too many bells or whistles. But there were a few things mentioned that did catch my attention that I felt was worthy enough of my commentary. And I can kind of sense that a lot of people that were asking questions in the media were very hesitant. See, Deontay has a lot of people shook, and rightfully so. You can feel it in the energy on that virtual interview. And except for a couple of people, which I'll mention, that ask questions that were a little bit controversial, that try to dig into the allegations and stuff like that. But for the most part, most of them were treading softly. What does that tell me? Well, that tells me that they know or they suspect or they feel that Deontay has been done dirty. That's the way I get it. Because why, if you don't think that Deontay's justified in the way that he's carried himself over the past year, then you wouldn't care, would you? You would come out and try to dismantle him. But like I said, there were a few characters in the interview, trying to be a thorn in Deontay's side. And we're going to speak about that. Antoine drops in another super chat. I appreciate it. Let's get to work. Yeah, we about to work right now. About to give you guys my thoughts. Keith Ideoli is a troll. Kevin Ioli? Is that what you're talking about? I think Kevin Ioli was definitely in that interview, for sure. As a matter of fact, I think he mentioned something about COVID. I think he brought up COVID. I don't remember, but we're about to watch it. I briefly listened to the interview. I haven't listened to the whole thing. I've listened to about 15 minutes in, and there were a few things that were mentioned. I was like, okay, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to hear in order to uproot me from my bed at 7 a.m. in the morning to give some commentary. So we're about to get it in. Keith Ide. Oh, yeah. From Boxing Scene. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't remember what he asked. We'll find out here in a second. All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the interview. I think we got a nice little crew here, ready and waiting. Michael W. How you doing tonight? Hope you're good. Man, we're a little over 2 weeks away. Little more than 2 weeks away from the showdown. Yep. 2 weeks away. Boxing Redemption says, I just want the fight to hurry up. Personally, I would like to see Wilder fight other fighters. Ruiz would be good. Well, Boxing Redemption, there's business at hand that needs to be taken care of first. And that business is very important. I know a lot of people may not agree with that. And we had another, I'm not calling you a troll, but we did have a troll in here not too long ago who also said the same thing. You come in here talking about, I don't want to see this third fight, bro. Like, I'd rather see Wilder fight someone else, like Dillian White. Look, we got business at hand that needs to be taken care of. So, for all the people peeking through the blinds and the bushes, but you can't comment because you're not subscribed to the channel, that's your choice, and thinks that this third fight is not appealing and this fight doesn't matter and Fury's going to win easily, to you I say, buckle your seatbelts and keep that same energy. Drop the fire emojis in the chat. Keep the same energy when your man gets laid flat out. Drop fire emojis in the chat right now. Keep the same energy. Because you best believe I'm going to be lurking in the shadows and I have your names on a list. I'm going to change my channel name to Divine Sense Boxing the Boogeyman. That's right. Because y'all been on my channel trolling. Y'all been dropping racist comments. Y'all trying to dismantle my character. Y'all accuse me of being self-hating this, self-hating that, guess what? Guess what? You're going to see why. You're going to see why I went and supported for Deontay Wilder. Because this isn't just, I want the American heavyweight to win, which is an obvious, but it's much more than that. I believe in the spiritual realm. That's right. Devontae says this fight means everything to stop the corruption of boxing and also Plant versus Canelo. Absolutely. And shout out to Caleb Plant. Last thing that I want to say before I start this video here, just real quickly about Plant Canelo. Because ever since I've created my Instagram page, it took me like 2 months to finally do it because I knew this was going to happen. But I'm glad I did, though, because now that I'm connected to the social media world through, via Divine Sense Boxing, I see all the comments now. Before, I was using my personal page, and it's very personalized, and I didn't really connect with that side of the world, but now I am. So I see all the posts, I see all the comments. I'm following, everybody that I can tolerate. And FYI, if you're not following me on IG, you better follow me. I got a lot of stuff planned. Divine Sense Boxing, search it, follow it. But I see the comments, right? And I see the posts. And everybody out there talking about how Canelo whooped Caleb's ass and he put a 2-piece on him. And I've seen a lot of people say, well, I wasn't too sure, but now that I've seen Canelo do his little slip defensive maneuver and punch Caleb in the face and cut him, now I'm definitely going for Canelo. Look, you guys just don't get it, do you? You people just don't get it, do you? I don't even care about that exchange. I've seen people drop all these photos of Caleb slapping him and Canelo punching him. I don't even care about all that. I don't. Because whatever, man, that's two men on a stage. They don't like each other. And there were some blows thrown. And it got a little bit testy, a little bit of blood spill. It happens. At the end of the day, Caleb Plant is wearing his John Wick suit, fitted suit. He ain't trying to be boxing in a fitted suit. He just said, I'm just going to bitch slap you. And, Canelo got his little piece off, whatever. But that's not my concern. My concern is that Caleb stood up for something. Win or lose, come November 6th, from that press conference leading to that fight, Caleb Plant is standing on solid ground, feet planted. And he is speaking in a way that nobody else would dare to speak when it comes to, the great Canelo Alvarez. That's what's important that people are missing. The fact that this man is being exposed. And that guy, I don't remember his name, man, the black dude that was asking questions at the press conference. He asked Caleb Plant, do you think Canelo's a cheater? And Caleb Plant answered in the best way possible. He said, did he not get suspended for 6 months? And the guy said, yeah, he did. Okay, then. Did he not pop positive for an illegal substance? Yes, he did. Thank you. So it's not a question of I said or she said or a matter of speculation. This is fact. And Caleb Plant stood up for something when everybody else in the audience and even on his team were cringing at the fact that he was exposing Canelo. Nobody likes to hear the truth. The truth hurts. But only the brave and the courageous have the courage to speak the truth. And that's what he did. I don't care. I don't care if you feel that Canelo's going to win the fight. That's fine. I'm going to leave my prediction video here probably within the week. Not an easy one to do. I've been studying film of Caleb Plant quite a lot the past couple of days. Canelo, I already know what he brings to the table. I've been watching him for years. I don't really need to watch anything except maybe a fight or two. But Plant, I'm dissecting at the moment, but I'm going to drop in a prediction video, and that's going to be an entirely different topic. That's stylistically breaking down a fight, and I'll give you guys my prediction. But again, that's not the point. That's not the point. So you guys can hoot and holler and cheer and dance around, prance around, saying, "Oh man, Canelo whooped his ass." That's the problem. That's the problem we have right here. Pay attention. Pay attention to what Caleb Plant is doing. A little cut under his eye, man, that'll heal. He ain't worried about that. He ain't worried about that. The point has been made. The point has been made. So, without further ado, we can talk about that another time. Brian Custer, thank you. Mr. Brian. Brian was like, do you think Canelo is a cheater? Most people, most boxers, because he re-quoted a tweet that Caleb tweeted, and he read it verbatim. Most boxers probably would have played the political game and said, "Oh, well, you know, I said that, and there's drugs in the sport, and I don't agree with it." Right? They would have beat around the bush and try to be political, you know, because they don't want to step on the toes of the almighty Canelo Alvarez. And by the way, Reynoso, his response to Caleb was absolutely, just, in my opinion, just disgraceful. And there are people, "Oh, he's a badass. He's a badass." No, he's a coward. And for those of you, if you don't understand Spanish, it was translated by the translator very poorly. And the reason why it was translated very poorly, my Spanish is decent, grew up around, you know, Mexico and stuff like that. So my Spanish is decent. And I'm telling you right now, the only reason why it wasn't translated was because the dude was dropping F-bombs after F-bombs and calling people bitches and this and that, giving no answer whatsoever to the allegations at hand that Caleb Plant was like, "Did you cheat or not?" So Reynoso, man, look, they've been exposed. That's the end of the story. They've been exposed. Now they got to fight November 6th, and I hope, for the record, Caleb Plant beats the brakes off of him. I hope. But at the very least, at least they have been exposed. And final point. I just got sidetracked by this comment. Final point. Canelo's making this big deal about him being called a mother effer. Don't talk about my mother. But you see, I wish Caleb Plant would have mentioned it at the press conference, but I think there was just too much adrenaline and testosterone flowing in the air, and there was a lot that he was trying to get out in a short amount of time. But he did say it in other interviews afterwards, and I pointed it out as well. As a matter of fact, I believe one of my subscribers pointed it out, which was, you told Andre to F off, mother effer, at your own press conference. See, the hypocrisy is astounding. Y'all need to get your facts straight. Now, so that is my little final exclamation point on the press conference in regards to Caleb Plant Canelo. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm going to wait and see and dissect the training camps and make my predictions and build the fight just as I'm doing Deontay versus Fury. The same thing. I'm a boxing fan at the end of the day, but I'm glad Canelo was exposed. Shout out to Caleb Plant. If you don't like it, you can leave. Period. Point blank. Done. No. Deontay Wilder giving an interview. I'm glad that he did. It's always good to hear his voice. Always good to hear what he has to say. We're creeping closer to the fight. I don't know if Fury... Actually, I got excited because I think it was Boxing Ego, and a couple other channels out here said, "Oh, what press conference watch party?" I'm like, "Oh, they're doing a press conference again, like in person?" And I was like going crazy. Oh yeah, because I'm like, man, this is going to be crazy if they're going to meet up in person again. And so I started Googling, and I couldn't find anything. And then I realized, oh, okay, it's just virtual. But nonetheless, it's good to hear his voice and hear his thoughts. Probably the last time we're going to hear from him until probably weigh-in, the day of the weigh-in. More than likely, unless he sneaks in an exclusive with like 78 or something like that. But more than likely, the last time we're going to hear from him leading up to the fight. Make sure when you guys come in, swoop in, hit the like button. If you would like to continue to support the channel, there's a link pinned up at the top of the chat. Click that link and you can become an official member of the channel, get access to perks. And if you're curious about what those perks are, all of my official members, go ahead and drop your emojis, your custom emojis in the chat right now. We got several of them, and go ahead and drop your favorite. That's what you get access to, and other perks as well. Let's go ahead and get into the interview.
All right. Well, thank you very much to the media for joining us. We appreciate you sticking with us. And you know what? I am very excited. I think the world is excited for October 9th as we get set to hear from the longtime heavyweight champion of the world who looks to reclaim his championship from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas against Tyson Fury, their epic trilogy, Saturday, October 9th, live on ESPN Plus pay-per-view and Fox Sports pay-per-view. It all comes away from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. We get going at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific time, an all heavyweight pay-per-view card, all 4 fights, and it's highlighted by Deontay Wilder going after his heavyweight championship against Tyson Fury. Tickets are on sale now. You can get them at www.tmobilearena.com or axs.com.
Guys, we need to get 100 likes tonight. Let's go. Let's make it happen. 100 likes. Get those likes in. They're free. They're free to hit that like button.
The event is presented by Top Rank, Bomb Squad Promotions, TGB Promotions, and Frank Warren's Queensberry
Black Superman, what's up? Glad you made it. Let's get it.
Promotions. It is a Premier Boxing Champions presentation. Let's talk about the former heavyweight champion of the world with the record of 42 wins, 1
in 7. Respect to you. We got a Wilder fan from the UK. Always a beautiful thing to see. Shout out to N7. Thanks for dropping by tonight.
Loss, 1 draw, 41 wins coming by way of knockout. A 2008 Olympic bronze medalist for Team USA. He re-energized the heavyweight division by capturing the title back in January of 2015. He made 10 successful title defenses. His knockout percentage of 93% still stands as the highest of any heavyweight champion, past or present.
Past or present, best KO ratio of any heavyweight, past or present. Let that sink in. We like to forget that little point. He's only got a right hand. I don't know how you have the highest knockout ratio of all time when you only have a right hand. Doesn't make any sense. And Deanna, don't waste your time with people that are talking about that type of topic, man. Don't waste your time. Let's get into the conversation at hand. Let's go.
He's now training under the guidance of former heavyweight contender Malik Scott. And I'll tell you this, I've known Deontay Wilder for a long time, but this is the most focused, this is the most determined, and this is the most locked in that I've ever seen him over the course of his career. When it comes to Deontay Wilder, the word that comes to mind is electrifying. He is must-see TV every single time. He brings it, and no doubt he has entertained fight fans all over the world for years upon years. And now on October 9th, he's in his quest to regain his heavyweight championship of the world. He's violent and he's focused. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Bronze Bomber from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Deontay Wilder. Deontay,
Red, what's going on, baby? You did a great job, man. You're gonna be a ring announcer, man, coming up in there. I need you as my ring announcer.
Hey, I can't wait, D. First of all, it's great to talk with you. I love watching the training footage. I know we only get small sample sizes, but how are you feeling? We are weeks away. This is something that you've been waiting for such a long time.
Man, I feel amazing. You know, I think that's the key word and a great word to say is it's just amazing. You know, some people feel good, some people feel great, but I feel amazing. I think just this time that has passed has been great for me. You know, the more time that has passed, you know, the more and more we've been able to work on different little things and perfect it. You know what I mean?
I'm glad that he said that. I'm glad that he said that because it must have been very, very frustrating for Wilder at first when the July 24th date was canceled because he probably felt like, oh, here comes some more shenanigans again. But I'm glad that he stayed positive. This is mental fortitude, people. Fury coming out and his whole, bandwagon fans clapping and applauding the idea of Wilder being mentally weak. I don't know where you get that from because Fury made Wilder basically wait for a year. How do you be mentally weak, go to court, fight through an arbitration, fight is finally made, then it's pushed back again, and then continue to train, continue to prepare when you're mentally weak? Does that make any sense? But you can't talk sense into these people. You can't talk sense into these people for real.
And you can never be perfect in certain things, but that don't mean you can't train to be perfect for it. And I think what we've been doing is definitely going to benefit me in not only this fight to come, but fights.
Yeah, I believe you're right, Deanna. I think Ray is definitely a Wilder fan. You can hear it in his voice. And I'm glad that we have somebody from the media that, thinks positively of Deontay for sure.
To come, you know, in the future as well. So I thank God for everything that has happened to me, and I think that's gonna happen for me.
Now, working with Malik Scott, when I look at the training footage and I see it, you have there's this love that I see that you are exhibiting in your training. Are you enjoying every single moment of your training and working with Malik? Because you guys seem to be just so in sync with one another.
Yeah, man. Malik is a wonderful person, man. A wonderful man. I met him way back years and years ago in the Poconos when we was getting Thomas Adamek ready to defend his title, and it was just we clicked, you know, at first sight. You know, I tell the story about how I not only did I meet him that particular time, but I also met his family, his moms, his sons, and the unique thing about me and Malik, not only do we have a brotherhood, a bond, a love for each other, but a fun fact is that his mother is the same birthday as mine, and my mother lands on the same date as his. So
that's wild, right? Anytime birthdays align like that, that is the will of the gods right there. That's interacting with the universe right there, man. That's some wild stuff. That type of stuff gives me goosebumps. For real. Like I got goosebumps right now when I hear something like that. This is something that was meant to happen. And I think as crazy as it is, that second fight and enduring that devastating loss and trying to make clarity of the situation, getting rid of a snake and bringing in a king was the best thing that ever happened to Deontay. And it was a lesson learned and a lesson that he had to go through to get to the next step of his life and his career. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I get crazy goosebumps talking about that right now. This is that intervention that, unless you are a spiritual person, you don't understand. No disrespect to anybody who's not spiritual, but I just feel it in a different way. this fight and how it's all kind of unfolded. Yeah, so this is crazy. Divine intervention, Krentz Cobbs. No pun intended. What's up, Krentz? Bro, I haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see that you dropped by tonight. I appreciate you, an official member of the channel. Always good to see you. Willie, what's good, man? How's Phoenix doing out there, man? How's the weather? I heard it's starting to cool down a little bit. Krentz Cobb's putting in the puns right here. He's putting in the puns. It's going to be a divine ass whooping. Hell yeah. But for real, man, anytime Deontay starts speaking about this stuff, I start getting chills. And I know people out there laughing about that. I know people are laughing about that. But October 9th. Y'all won't be laughing anymore. You'll be crying, running for the hills.
It's pretty cool, man. And just to be out here with Malik, not only just with Malik, but all my brothers. I have every last one of my brothers, in camp with me. All my brothers is a part of my team. And it's just that love, man. I tell people I have so much love around me that the hate is invisible to me. I don't really dwell on it. It's nothing to me. I think they take it more personal than I. It's just one out the other. If someone say something, or if I see something, or most of the time I don't really see nothing. If you live where I live, you will understand the isolation that I have. And like I said, I always talk about the love because it's just it's so real. You know what I mean? And what we have in our team, how passionate we is, and us training, it's just fun, man. They say if you're having fun on your job, then it's not working. So that's what it is right now. We're just been able to have fun. Wow.
And on that point, having fun, I've been around sports and athletics like professionally as a profession now for probably 12 years. And I've worked with adults and children. They both have their perks. But one thing I learned with working with children is you have to kind of remold your mind a little bit. And it brings you back to when you were a kid and how having fun and enjoying the sport that you're playing is most important. That took me a while to make those adjustments because I came from a very competitive background, and I get a 10-year-old kid and I'm just like on him hard, because my dad was hard on me. But my thing is that when you start to just have fun, they blossom. Deontay, I think, had to fall in love with the sport again. He had to re-fall in love with the sport and be reminded of, how he got here. And Malik was instrumental in that progress. And now he's having fun. He's enjoying it. He's doing bench pressing and he's dropping videos of it. You can tell when he's hitting the mitts and he's doing his work. He's relaxed. He's comfortable. And he's happy. He's happy with the people that are around him. And it's almost like a breath of fresh air. It's like, man, I finally feel comfortable and happy and enjoying what I'm doing. And that is monumental, and it speaks volumes. So I just wanted to throw that out there. T. Choa, what's good? Guys, sweep in, smash that like button. Let's get those likes up. Like I said, man, we need 100 likes tonight. We're at 60. Let's get them up. Go ahead and vote in the poll if you wish. Let me know how you're watching the fight. We have most people so far going to be watching at home with family and friends. That's what's up. That's a good place to watch it, in the comfort of your home. Buy that pay-per-view. Support Deontay. And we got a few people going to the watch party, and we have a little 5% actually going to the fight. That's what's up. We're all a family out here, man. Tonight is family night. Subscribers only. Family night. Let's go. Get those likes up. T. Choish, salute to you, sir. Lamar, good to see you, man. All right, let's get back to it.
While learning things, we create things together. It was just, it's just the passion that we have to come back and do this thing again and to become 2-time heavyweight champion of the world.
Well, Deontay, I know that the media wants to ask you questions. They're joining us from all over the world. So now we're going to turn it over. Andrew Roberts, if you have questions for the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder, make sure to raise your hand. And then when we call upon you, unmute yourself and ask the champ the questions, because this
all right, so here comes the media. Buckle your seatbelts.
time is very valuable. So I'm going to turn it over to Andrew Roberts with questions from the media. Andrew.
Thanks very much, Ray. Our first question is going to come from Keith Idek with Boxing
We got Moped in the house. What's good, Moped?
Scene. Keith, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, Deontay, as I understand it, you've been fully vaccinated for quite some time. And I was just wondering if you could lend your perspective on maybe the reluctance of a lot of boxers to not get vaccinated, because it's obviously been postponing or canceling a lot of fights.
I mean, you can't tell grown people what to do, and it's hard to try to. I can only say that, this what's going on in the world and what we're going through with it is something new to us all around the world. And a lot of people are frightened to what they have heard of what's been going on. So, for me, we thought it was be a great idea for us my whole team, just to get vaccinated, just in case. There's always that just in case factor. As you can see, my fight was already postponed once again due to the claims of this situation. But we just thought it would be a great idea, because I heard a lot of things, but I trust the people that I'm around. I trust my doctor, and my doctor was really the one that was really able to really just calm me down in that situation and be like, all right, we're going to get it, so we won't, and everybody around me to get it. So it won't be no mishaps, no miscommunication or nothing, no excuses about, we caught the COVID or anything like that. So, for me, my advice to all other fighters, if you're comfortable with it, go do it, get it done, and if you're not, then, you take your judgments on that.
All right, let me comment on that real quick, because my opinion about COVID and vaccines to the side. I think that he gave a very good answer, because it is a very sensitive topic, And he basically came out and said that, I did the right thing for myself and for my team, but I'm not going to sit up here and tell other people, grown adults, on how they should live their life. And if there are boxers out there who refuse to get the vaccine for whatever reason, that is their choice. But I wanted to make sure that there were no mishaps and protect myself and my team. And that was literally the best answer you can give. And it's a question that I knew it was coming from the media, because there have been a lot of fights canceled because of it. And Deontay also was a victim of that. And supposedly Fury had a vaccine, 1 or 2 jabs, I don't know. Possibly nothing. Because the amount of times that, Tyson Fury doesn't tell the truth. But I'm glad that he gave that answer. Straight down the line. No BS, not taking one side or the other. Great answer. And I think that is the answer that should be promoted in general in society right now with the stuff that's going on due to C-19. I'm going to protect me. What you all do is what you do. You take that risk. It is what it is. I'm going to keep it moving. And that's, I think, what should be said. And I just wanted to give my personal thoughts on that.
And Deontay, my other question for you is just, have you decided what, if anything, you're going to wear into the ring going into this fight based on what happened before the last fight?
Yeah, I'm gonna, I'm all my fights since I became champion, it's
We got Bruce Goes in the house, man. How you doing, sir? Thanks for dropping by tonight. I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing out there, man. It's always good to see you, man. Real talk. All right, so he's going to go ahead and start talking about the costume, which I found very interesting. Rewind it back just a little bit.
and if you're not, then you take your judgments on that.
And Deontay, my other question for you is just, have you decided what, if anything, you're going to wear into the ring going into this fight based on what happened in the before the last fight?
Yeah, I'm gonna, all my fights since I became champion, it's nobody come out with a better dress, better uniform than I, and we're gonna continue to continue with that, and we have to see what I put on. It's gonna be something special. It's gonna be something that I dedicate this, to my people, my tribe, So look forward to seeing it.
All right. Thanks very much, Keith. Our next question is going to come from Jeremy Harris with Fansided. Jeremy, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
All right. So he's confirmed that he's going to wear another costume. I find that very interesting. And man, I just love Deontay's confidence because Deontay is well aware that they're going to start asking him questions. We have one guy, who was that, Keith or something? I didn't catch it, but he said, are you going to wear a costume? He's basically saying the last time you wore a costume, you said that it weighed you down and it affected you. He didn't say it in those words, but that's basically what he's asking. And Deontay just said, hey, look, man, I ain't falling for your trap. Yes, I'm going to have a costume. Yes, it's going to be amazing. And yes, I can't wait to wear it and represent my people and et cetera, et cetera. Once again, very strong, sturdy, and robust answer from Deontay. And people say, like, he's scared of the media. He ain't scared of the media. He's calculated. And he wants to make sure that he gives the right answers. He doesn't want to be cornered and put into a position where he has to do with somebody like Radio Raheem, who's going to ask him a dumbass question, and then he's going to get all hyped up, and then the media will continue to paint him as some villain. So very calculated. And so I find that very interesting, and I'm looking forward to what kind of costume he's going to bring this time around. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Hi, Deontay. Observing your last training camp, it appeared that when you weren't training, you were spread pretty thin with media obligations and life in general. Did you feel distracted in the lead up to the second fight?
I didn't feel distracted. It was.
Shout out to Big Homie. Good to see you in the chat, man. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Guys, we're almost at 100 likes. Keep jabbing that like button. We need just about 30 more likes, and we hit that 100 like landmark. I appreciate you. Go ahead and vote in the poll if you want to. Let me know how you're going to watch the fight. Let's see how that poll ends. And yeah, man, let's keep moving.
I think the word for it is draining. When you're dealing with media and promoting the fight and different things like that, it's very draining to a fighter. And I didn't realize how draining some of these things would be until I go into my room, and I would feel like, well, I got the rest of the day to rest, and it'll be all right and stuff like that. But as over time, as you continue to do it, leading up to the weeks of the fight, I mean, it adds on, and it can be very draining just to please, obligations that you have to for a fight. And at this point in time, we're being smart about everything that we do. Even with the media, the things that I promote, the things, people who I talk to, sharing my energy with people, all that has changed. I think I devoted my my time, and everything else above to people, especially being a champion. And a lot of people didn't appreciate it, but they're going to see the big difference now. They're going to appreciate.
Absolutely. People didn't appreciate it. They didn't appreciate Wilder's reign 10 times defending his title. That's one of the most ironic things that I find is people build this man up, Tyson Fury, and there's just such a long list that I can go down as to why I'm not a Fury fan. People think it's simplistic, but it's not. They think it's because, I want to pander to emotional fans. I'm a self-hating white man, all that BS, right? But like I said, the list is immense. I have a plethora amount of reasons on why I don't like this man. We got a man who's never defended his belt. He wins a belt, becomes a coke addict, comes back from addiction, fights Wilder. It's a draw. So he gets the belt the second time around against Wilder, and now for the first time he's defending it. In the meantime, Wilder's already defended the belt that you just took from him 10 times. It just doesn't make any sense. But for them, but for me, it makes sense on why I'm a Wilder fan and certainly not a Fury fan. The man doesn't represent anything but himself. Just keep that in mind for all the people listening in the back, because there are people, FYI, subscribers and supporters of the channel watching behind the bushes. They can't comment. They're punching air right now because they can't comment, because tonight is for family. Tonight is family night. Continue punching air.
Appreciate me way more now than more so than ever because of the way I am, the way I'm gonna handle them, and handle certain situations.
The way that you train physically has appeared to change. Has your approach mentally changed as well?
As far as training, you say?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Most of everything has changed. I'm super focused. I'm more focused now than I've ever been in my entire career. This is another part, a second phase of my career. Like I said, I had fun in my first album coming out.
Let me answer this real quick by Big Dog, man. I got to give him a fair shake here because he is. I'll get to you too, Dejuan. But I got to give him a fair shake, man, because he is an official member of the channel. He says, Devon, I think Fury is either going to do one or two things: fake an injury during the fight or try to get a cut before the third fight purposely. Well, let me address that just real quickly. Fake an injury. I mean, both of those possibilities are possible. He's been known to do all kinds of craziness. But as I've always said, it is very ill-advised on so many different levels. Faking an injury, like if he shows up to the fight and then after he gets knocked out and he said, I had an injury, whatever. The excuses after he gets knocked out is probably going to come regardless. Rather it be, I was suffering from long COVID. I was dealing with my daughter's sickness. I was injured. I didn't have time to prepare. Be prepared for those excuses. I'm telling you right now. But as far as trying to pull out of the fight, I just don't think it's going to happen. Vacating the title, forced into retirement, and have to pay $80 million. At this point, he's got to go in there and take his ass whooping like a man. And the excuses will come, but it won't matter. Because what will we do? What will we do? We will then turn the tables on all those people who criticized and critiqued and dragged Wilder's name through the mud when he brought up allegations and accusations against not even excuses, but real allegations and accusations against Fury. And those people came out and got so upset. He's an excuse maker. He's a pussy. He's a coward. He's mentally weak. He can't accept a defeat. Take your loss like a man and keep it moving, Wilder. That's what people said. So if Fury comes out and starts making excuses after being knocked out, which is probably gonna happen, prepare your soul for that, Fury fans. Once he starts dropping these excuses, the tables will be turned quick time. And we're going to remind you about all that ish you were talking about when Wilder was bringing up allegations and you said Wilder can't accept a defeat. The hypocrisy will be at an all-time high come October 10th, the night of October 9th, the morning of October 10th. The hypocrisy, I promise you, will be at an all-time high. But you know what? We're in the trenches right now. We are in the trenches right now. We are prepared for war, and we are prepared for the aftermath. Either way, Wilder wins.
Defending the title, for 5 years, 10 title defenses. Like I said, I gave my time to people, and so it was appreciated, but sometimes it wasn't. And at this point in time, man, we're serious about everything. I'm super focused. I'm in a happy place, and I'm glad that I'm here. I'm happy. They say things happen for a reason, and sometimes we don't understand that reason until we get in a situation or a certain place in life. And then we understand. And with me and my team, aboard, we all understand everything that has happened. And we're just looking forward to it. We all smile, we all laugh. I always talk about the love that I have in my camp, and it is so real. I love to display it. I love to talk about it because, so many people look for this type of love because there's so many fake people out there that show fake love. And I know one for sure, if I see love, it's between the family that I have within my team and my brotherhood that I have with all my guys, and that means a lot to me.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy. Next question.
All right. We are at 74 likes. That means we need 26 more likes to get to that 100 likes landmark. If you haven't jabbed the like button yet, make sure that you jab it. Slip and jab that like button. It is free. And in the meantime, vote in the poll if you wish. Right now, just a real recap before we continue on. We're a little bit more than halfway done with this interview. We have 6% people going to the fight. So if you're one of those 6% people, give me a comment right here. Let me know that that's you. Majority of people will be watching at home with family and friends, and we have a fair amount of people going to go to a big watch party. That's what's up. Thanks for voting in the poll. I'm always curious to see, the movements of the family supporting Deontay Wilder. And so let's jump it up. We're almost at that 100 like landmark for the likes. And in the meantime, if you're curious about becoming an official member of the channel to support the channel, there is a link pinned at the top of the chat. All right, let's keep it going. Now we got this guy named Andrew Roberts coming in.
Question's going to come from Dan Rayfield, Fight Freaks and Boxing Scene. Dan, you can unmute yourself and please ask your question.
Hello, Deontay.
Oh, this is Dan Raphael. I apologize. This is Dan Raphael. So buckle your seatbelts for this one.
Good to talk to you today. I was wondering, I know that you probably were very unhappy when the fight was postponed from July until October, but I'm wondering now that you're in the period of time leading up to the fight that it's happening in October, do you think that the delay was of any benefit to you? Not a benefit? Like, how do you view the delay? Would you think it's going to be ultimately good for you? And if so, why?
The delay was a blessing for me. The more they delayed it, the more time we had to work on our craft and art. and to go over even more strategically go over the game plan.
Once again, I'm glad that he said that. He could have said, he could have been negative in the eyes of viewers, maybe not to us as fans, but to the public. He could have been negative and said like, he made me wait and he's a cheater and this and that and the third. But he kept it 100. He's like, at the end of the day, I'm positive and I understand that all of this has happened for a reason. And all it did was prepare me even more. So when you think about it, Fury thought that pushing back the fight would benefit him because he thought, well, I'm not ready. Because look, whether he got COVID or not, we don't know. The simple truth is we don't know because it wasn't ever proved. So that Fury left not only us as Wilder fans, but even his own fans with nothing but speculation. They either have to choose to believe his word or not believe it. But us as Wilder fans, we already know and are aware of the track record of lies from Fury. So for us, it's easy. We're like, well, he ain't proving it, so he probably lying because that's what he does. He's a liar, right? But he even put his own fans out there in no man's land full of nothing but speculation. Now, how ironic is that? The people's champ, Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King? Yeah, that's how he treats his own fans. Don't do it for the Wilder fans because we don't like you anyway. You ain't got nothing to prove to us. But at least, be the people's champ, represent the UK with pride and prove to the people that you actually did get COVID. But that's neither here or there. The fact of the matter is because you left the people, Wilder and Fury fans, with speculation, we suspect that you lied about it because you were getting dropped in sparring. You weren't looking good. You weren't ready. So you dropped the COVID bomb on everybody. Not to mention, a few days later, after announcing you were COVID, you were out in public. Got to throw that in there because people like to conveniently forget that fact too. But because you left us with speculation, we think you lied about that. You thought that by postponing the fight that's going to give you more time to prepare because you knew you weren't ready. But in fact, that strategy is going to work against you. Because Wilder was prepared for July 24th. And he's going to be even more prepared for October 9th. If he was going to knock you out in the 9th round, 10th round of July 24th, what do you think is going to happen to you on October 9th? Prepare your pillow. Prepare your favorite stuffed animal. Prepare to lay down on the canvas and get comfortable because you're going to sleep.
That we're going to have come October the 9th. So, it was a time of frustration because as a fighter, you think, as a fighter, you're ready to go. You're ready to get back out there. And this is the longest I've been out of the ring, especially when I'm anxious to get in the ring. It's just something about boxing that calls you, that ring just calls you there. Even when sometimes you may want to give up, sometimes you may just want to quit or just say, I don't want to do no more. Just something about boxing, it just draws you back. Look at all the retired guys, they coming back and they just want to be a part of boxing. Boxing allows you to just stay part of it, man. But that time that we had, it have benefited me tremendously. And I'm looking forward to October the 9th.
And so when you get in the ring and you fight Fury for the third time, is your motivation or is your most motivation to you, is it to get back the WBC heavyweight title, or is it just to beat this man that sort of seems to be under your skin for the last number of months?
I just want to beat his ass.
I just want to beat his ass, Dan. Come on, Dan. We ain't talking about no belts out here. We got to wait for what Joshua and Usyk's going to do on this weekend. Then we can talk about unifying the belts. But what really matters right now, I just want to beat his ass, Dan. I just want to beat his ass. That's it. Hey, Deontay.
that has happened. And we're just looking forward to it. We all smile, you know, we all laugh. You know, I always talk about the love that I have in my camp, and it is so real. You know, I love to display it. I love to talk.
Yo, shout out to Nap Artist, man. Good to see you that you made it in the live stream. I haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you, man. And yeah, hey, he's gonna need his favorite stuffed animal for sure. Stuffed animal, pillow, get comfortable. You know, thumb in the mouth, the whole 9 yards, laying on the canvas. Get comfortable. You about to go to sleep. Yeah, man. Wait for Dan's next question.
About it because, you know, so many people look for this type of love because there's so many fake people out there that show fake love. And I know one for sure, if I see love, it's between the family that I have within my team and my brotherhood that I have with all my guys, you know, and that means a lot to me.
20 more likes to get that 100 likes landmark. Let's go. If you haven't hit that like button, jab that like button. If you're there preparing your whiskey and water, you don't have your phone in your hands, you take a moment and run over, hit that like button real quick. Let's go. Let's get those likes up to 100.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy. Our next question is going to come from Dan Rayfield, Fight Freaks and Boxing Scene. Dan, you can unmute yourself and please ask your question.
Hello, Deontay. Good to talk to you today. I was wondering, I know that you probably were very unhappy when the fight was postponed from July until October, but I'm wondering now that you're in the period of time leading up to the fight that it's happening in October, do you think that the delay was of any benefit to you? Not a benefit? Like, how do you view the delay? Would you think it's going to be ultimately good for you? And if so, why?
Oh, the delay was a blessing for me. You know, the more they delayed it, the more time we had to work on our craft and art, and to go over even more strategically go over the game plan that we're gonna have come October the 9th. So, you know, it was a time of frustration because as a fighter, you know, as a fighter, you're ready to go. You know, you're ready to get back out there. And this is the longest I've been out of the ring, especially when I'm anxious to get in the ring. It's just something about boxing that calls you. That ring just calls you there. You know, even when sometimes you may want to give up. Sometimes you may just want to quit or just say, I don't want to do no more. Just something about boxing, it just draws you back. Look at all the retired guys, they coming back and they just want to be a part of boxing. Boxing allows you to just stay part of it, man. But that time that we had, you know, it have benefited me tremendously. And I'm looking forward to October the 9th.
And so when you get in the ring and you fight Fury for the third time, is your motivation or is your most motivation to you, is it to get back the WBC heavyweight title, or is it just to beat this man that sort of seems to be under your skin for the last number of months?
I just want to beat his ass. You know, just as simple
Okay.
as that, you know, just beat his ass.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Dan. Our next question is going to come from Donna Corby with the Daily Mirror. You can go ahead and unmute yourself and please ask your question.
Hi, Deontay. How's it going?
Great.
I wanted to ask about the drug testing for this fight.
All right. I think this is I don't know if Watcher's still in the chat, but he did mention something about the Irish media guy, whatever this guy's name is, man, the Irish reporter. I guess this is who it is. I haven't listened to this part yet. When I first saw this interview drop, I listened up to about this part. So from this point going forward into the end of the interview, which is about another 15 minutes, I haven't listened to it yet. So this is VIP right here. This is exclusive commentary by Devon Sense Boxing on this part. So I have a feeling that Deontay might know who this guy is because he was like, you know, hey Deontay, how you doing? And Deontay was like, I'm fine. It's like he almost knows. Deontay knows these people, man. He knows who's out there. But let's see what the question is, and let's see how the answer is. So he brought up drug testing.
You can go ahead and unmute yourself and please ask your question.
Hi, Deontay. How's it going?
Great.
I wanted to ask about the drug testing for this fight. Are you concerned at all about that? And do you know what the plan of action is?
I mean, I can't worry about what's going to go on that side. You know, we hired some people to do that job, and we're expecting them to do that job. You know, my job is to get in the ring and put on a great performance and do the things that we have set planned. And that's all I'm focusing on. I'm gonna leave that job to them, and I'm gonna leave my job to myself.
Basically, it doesn't matter. He's getting knocked out anyway. It's the will of the gods, man. That's it. Next.
Now, after the last fight, you talked about how you felt that there was something going on with Tyson Fury's gloves, and that he had put something that resembled an egg weight into the gloves. At any point, did you consider, like, this would be a grand conspiracy if he did this? At any point, did you consider calling the police, making it a criminal matter? Because, I mean, you're talking about somebody trying to really badly hurt you against a contract that you've signed. This would be like a criminal matter if you were to do that.
That question is so cringe. There's always got to be at least one, right? There's got to be at least one person from the media that's going to do this. Now I understand why Wilder probably knew who this guy was. I knew this question was coming, man. I knew this question was coming. If you knew he was using an egg weight, which you accused him of possibly using, and I say possibly, okay? But if you thought that, why didn't you call the police? Hey, why didn't you call the police, bro? The man trying to kill you. Hey, let me reverse that question real quick. Hey, let me reverse that question real quick. Why didn't Fury try to sue Deontay for defamation of character? How about that? How about that? If I was Deontay, that's probably what I would have said. I would have said, well, yeah, that's what we thought at the time. It doesn't really matter because we have October 9th. But let me ask you a question, sir. If he felt that I was inaccurate with my assessment, why didn't he try to sue me? As a matter of fact, he never addressed it other than saying, hey, that's a bunch of rubbish, mate. Just a bunch of rubbish. That's the only thing that he said. So look, the people in the UK, and I include Ireland in the UK, and I know they don't like that, especially, some parts of Ireland. But people over there on that side, let's just put it that way, across the pond, I think sometimes they live under a rock. We got some informed UK fans because we do have some here on the channel. And they like to make it known, hey, I'm from the UK, but hey, Bomb Squad all day. Respect. But there is, I would argue, a majority of people over there that I feel that are sleeping under rocks. How could you ask this question on September 2021? You're going to bring up the egg weight and ask, why didn't you call the police? These people are seriously sleeping under rocks, man. Or just dumb. Just dumb. So, we'll rewind it back a little bit.
Gloves, and that he had put something that resembled an egg weight into the gloves. At any point, did you consider, this would be a grand conspiracy if he did this? At any point, did you consider calling the police, making it a criminal matter? Because, I mean, you're talking about somebody trying to really badly hurt you against a contract that you've signed. This would be like a criminal matter if you were to do that.
But I didn't go to the measurements of that. Like I said, I want it back in blood, so that's up to me. So come October the 9th, I will get my revenge. You heard it. You seen the shirts we had, glass are glass, an eye for an eye, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
All right, thank you, Donna. Our next question's
Man, let me see some fire emojis, man. Not for me, but for Deontay and the responses that he has given in this interview thus far. He was hit up with COVID, answered it professionally and soundly. He was hit up about the wait, having to wait so long. He answered it professionally and soundly. He was hit up about egg weights and the fact that he didn't call the police on Fury. Answered it professionally and soundly. Straight to the point, straight down the middle, no BS, no beating around the bush. Look, I ain't got no time to go to no police. Are you kidding me, man? Just show up for October 9th. You know you had a contract to fight a third fight, bro. What are you talking about? Go to the police. Hit the fire emojis, man, for the responses, the professionalism, and the soundness of Deontay's responses.
It's going to come from Cam Buford. Cam, you can unmute yourself and please ask your question.
Hey, Deontay. Thanks for taking time to talk to us. I appreciate hearing you speak once again. Malik, during the last press conference, Malik talked about pacing your training camp to have you prepared for that July fight. As we all know, was postponed. How was the process kind of recalibrating yourself in camp to get ready for the October 9th date?
I mean, it was an easy process.
We got we need 15 more likes to get to that 100 like landmark. Let's make it happen. 15 more likes. If you haven't hit that like button yet, drop your whiskey, drop your Patron, drop your Hennessy, grab your phone, sweep across, and hit that like button. Let's go. We need 100 likes tonight. Let's do it.
Had to take a little bit more time off of what we was doing. We didn't want to overtrain. We didn't want to overdo anything that we was doing, and we understood a lot of things that was going on. And when you understand certain things, and when, like I said, it's just like the truth. When you know the truth, they said the truth sets you free, and we're free spirit. We're free beings, and we have a free mindset of thinking. And I think that what held us down the most, everybody was on the same accord, my whole team. That's the beautiful thing about my team. Like, it's very rarely that we come into a disagreement on anything. And if we do come into a disagreement, within those 48 hours, it will be resolved. And with that being said, it's just something that we had to do. We understand that the things that we can't control, we don't worry about controlling it. We just let it take its course. And when it's time for action to be presented and displayed, we do that. So I'm just looking forward to it. To October 9th. It's finally here. And hopefully there's nothing else that interfere with.
Let me just pause that real quick. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I want to blow this up real quick. Hey, shout out to Robert, man. He says, I got 2 phones and a laptop. I hit the like button, all 3. That's love and respect right there, man. Thank you, Robert. Get those likes up. We are 10 likes away. 10 likes away to hit that 100 like landmark. Let's get it. All right. I want to blow something up real quick, man, because I've been trying to ignore it, but I just want to let you guys know. Oh, you can't see it that way if you blow it up. All right. But if you guys can see this comment section over here to the right, man, it's just crazy the amount of hate. And this is what literally supercharges me. Lightning striking down my spinal cord, man. It gets me so amped for this fight. All of these comments in this live chat. Wilder's a bum. Wilder's a clown. Dosser. Wilder is a hype job. Egg weight form. Clown emojis. Absolutely disrespectful to the champ. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We ready for war, though. We're in the trenches. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the trenches. The sky is black and the clouds are moving in. October 9th, Redemption Day, Judgment Day.
with this process of proceeding forward, and finally we can turn the chapter in this book and end it once and for all.
And then lastly, for me, do you have a message to your fans, Deontay, kind of about this time off and without hearing you speak for so long? What's your message to your fans up for this upcoming fight?
I just want to tell all my fans, my true fans, my day ones, the ones that came on board, now I just want to tell them I appreciate them. I appreciate the love. I appreciate their prayers that they've been sending out to me. I appreciate the messages that they've been delivering to others that know me close to give to me, all walks of life, you know what I mean? And it's been amazing. The journey has been amazing. And here we are. We're back again. It's the redemption, the retaliation, and just looking forward to October 9th. I'm going to need all you guys' love and your support. If you can't be there, tune in to it. Click that button, baby. And here we go. Bomb Squad is back.
And we got your back. Like I said, we're in the trenches every day. Every day. Divine Sense Boxing, Drew Titan, Champ Side, Deontay's Boxing Nation, Blue Blood Sports, 78 Sports TV. The list goes on. We're in the trenches every single day. And we got people here right in the chat that have been voting on where they're going to watch it. At home with family, friends, going to a big watch party. Some of those people going to the fight itself. You're going to get that respect, champ. You're going to get that respect. 2-time. Put it in the chat. 2-time. Let me see it in the chat right now. 2-time. Think we're playing games out here.
Just looking forward to October 9th. I'm gonna need all you guys' love and your support. If you can't be there, tune in to it. Click that button, baby. And here we go. Bomb Squad is back.
Bomb Squad is back. 2-time. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget him, Deanna. He's going in too. He is definitely going in. 2-time. Let's go. Let's go. We got the champ right here giving all of his fans love. I feel like that's very important. And I love to hear it.
And your support. If you can't be there, tune in to it. Click that button, baby. And here we go. Bomb Squad is back.
All right. Excellent. Thank you, Cam. Our next question is going to come from.
We need 3 more likes. 3 more likes to hit that landmark of 100 likes. Let's get it done. Swoop in, jab that like button. It is free. Show your support, show your love. Any extra love is appreciated. Join as an official member of the channel is always respected as well. 3 more likes. Let's do it.
From Xavier Porter. Xavier, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Thanks, Andrew. Peace, champ. How you doing? Glad to see you back in action.
Damn, what kind of mic he got? He's like in a yoga studio or something. That shit echoing like crazy.
Blessings.
All right. Couple questions I got to ask you. With regards to this training camp, has this training camp been the best training camp you had as a professional? And if so,
what's the second part?
The second part is the loss from Tyson Fury. Do you think that bettered your career? Do you think that made you a better fighter?
This training camp has been amazing. It definitely has, hands down, been the best training camp I've ever had in my entire career. You know, sometimes you need certain events to happen in life to bring about a change of things, whether that's getting rid of people out of your life, or whether it's taking up the regiments of training inside the camp.
Thank you, Nap Artist. Thank you. Exactly. Mr. Gypsy King himself, you know, the people's champ he proclaims to be. Never thanks his fans. Disgraceful, and yet again is trying to promote mental health again, trying to get sympathy from people on his side. Please. For real. On that note, anytime we talk about people's champ, anytime we talk about champions giving love to his fans, appreciation, respect, acknowledging the support, and just being a humble, dedicated family man who tries his best to be the best person and the best man he can possibly be, who does that remind you of? Y'all see that man right there? Oh, Fury fans. Y'all see that man right there? Yeah. Don't forget it. Anytime your man talking about people's champ, he represents the sport with honor, courage, and commitment, to quote the United States Marines. Think again. Think again. Never defended his belt. Man. Don't get me heated. Don't get me heated. You guys know how I get when I start getting heated. Don't get me heated. Leanna says, Devon, watch Fury try to mirror in his next interview after he's been an A the whole 3 years. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't know if there's a plan to let me know in the chat here. Is there a planned interview with Fury as well, since they've done one with Wilder? I don't know. Maybe it'll be BT Sports again. He did one not too long ago already with BT Sports, which is cringeworthy. Black Superman says, you're well over 100 now. Let's check it out. Did we make it? Did we make it? Yes, we did. Salute to the family, man. Grinding out those 100 likes. That pretty much means every single person, because I made this for family only tonight. That means everybody that jumped in, hit that like button. That's love and respect for the family, man. I appreciate you. We made it. Over 100 likes. Now let's see how far we can get with it. Let's see how far we can get with those likes, man, until we end up. We got about 8 minutes left of the interview, so we're almost done. I appreciate all those people who have stuck through the entire live stream tonight. Big Homie says, cringe-worthy indeed. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Talking about massaging a man's ego the entire time. You know, Tyson, yeah, we think you're basically the best heavyweight that has ever entered the planet. You are absolutely amazing, yeah? You're tall, you're big. And we go back to the second fight, yeah? And you just totally dismantled the man. It was absolutely amazing. How did we get such a great heavyweight champion like yourself, Tyson? Please, tell the people. Woosah. We good. We're good. I had to take a deep breath. that's how they be talking out here. That's how they be talking out here. Let's get through this interview, man.
Or anything that it feel that need to be a change. And I can't say, man, this is the best camp I've had all the way around. And this is the first time where I had all my guys with me, you know, at all times, at a long period of time, and with no distractions, you know, or the outside world or anything, you know. And I'm just in a happy state. I'm in a happy place. My mindset, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, I'm ultimately happy, and it has been a blessing. And what was the second question?
The second question was the loss to Tyson Fury. Do you feel it has made you a better fighter? And if so, what did you take from it? What did you learn so much about yourself from it?
I mean, it definitely have made me a better person. You know, just it's strengthened me in so many areas. You know, I can say so many different things here, but my action is going to speak louder than my words can. Any given day, any given month, week, year. You know, and I'm just ready for October the 9th just to display it and prove to the world that who I am and what I am, you know. And I tell everybody, all my fans, don't blink.
All right, excellent. Thanks very much, Xavier. Our last question is going to come from Jim Conlon. Jim, you can unmute yourself and please ask your question.
Hi, Deontay. Deontay, this all started with yourself and Tyson Fury.
We got another Irish guy, it sounds like. I catch that accent from a mile away. I've buckled my seatbelt here in my studio. Hopefully he doesn't say anything stupid. And yes, Deanna, old media, they going down in flames. Absolutely. Dr. Hook in the building was good. All right, let's see what this guy has to say.
Back in 2018 in Belfast in Ireland. Did you think maybe 4 years on?
By the way, I'm pretty sure this is a very Northern Ireland accent from Belfast. A little bit tough to listen to. Difficult to understand.
The world would be still talking about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. And do you sort of believe that trip to Belfast was probably the best trips you've ever made coming to Ireland?
Mm-hmm.
Apologize. We got an ad coming in. Let's get through this ad real quick.
I couldn't imagine that we would still be talking about this, even, you know, from that time, even to now. You know, I couldn't even imagine that the world would be turned upside down with a virus as well, where the whole world has been affected. You know, and we all, you know, have unlearned to relearn in certain things and situations. And that's the beautiful thing about life. So as long as you live it, you know, you understand and you experience certain things. And the only way you become wise if you apply knowledge to life. Because if you don't, you'll be an old fool as well. And what was your second question?
Was that the...
That was a fire response by Wilder right there. You know, you got to apply knowledge to life, because if you don't, then you'll die as an old fool. That's some fire right there. That's some real talk right there.
Best trip you ever made in terms of your boxing career, coming to Belfast, Ireland to confront Tyson, and you have no regrets about that?
I have no regrets about coming to Ireland. You know, I met a lot of great people in Ireland. I could say I met a lot of great people that I actually still talk to this day. So I can say that it was a great experience for me. It was also a great trip for me as well. You know, the people treated me very well, and they clinged to me. And overall, yeah, it was a wonderful trip.
Once again, a very professional response from Wilder. I can't help to think that they're trying to bait him sometimes when it comes to these type of questions. But just sound and professional responses the entire interview, and nothing but love and respect for Wilder for conducting himself as a professional here. Not only doing this interview, but giving these very sound and professional responses.
All right. Thank you very much to all of our media that joined us today. I'm going to turn it back over to Ray Flores to wrap it up. And thank you, Deontay, for your time.
Thanks so much, Andrew. And D, I just want to give you the floor final few moments as you get set to embark on this trilogy fight against you and Tyson Fury. If you don't know, you better order the pay-per-view. This is going to be a historic night in Las Vegas. TMobileArena.com for ticket information or AXS.com. Deontay, we're only a few weeks away. What do you want to tell the world? And especially, what do you want to tell Tyson Fury as you get set to collide in the ring with him a third time?
Again, to all my fans, I appreciate you so much, for the love and prayers that's been sent out to me. It's going to be an amazing fight. We've been on this journey together, and a lot of people see me, silenced, which I'm always silenced. The most time anyone ever hears of me is during the time I have fights or boxing. Other than that, I go MIA. And I do that for a reason. I'm not a person that like to be out all the time or like to be in the spotlight. I like to be seen a lot. I love my peace. I love being on my own little island here at home and been around the people that love me the most, and you can be around so many people and you can be around so much fake love. But when you know people that really loves you, those are the people you want to be around. Why when you're not? Ain't that right, Shell? So, but with this fight is concerned, you're looking at a rejuvenated Deontay Wilder, reinvented Deontay Wilder. The old Deontay Wilder is no longer there. It's something that I can't explain to you, but only will show you come October the 9th. I know a lot of people have to promote certain things, but I think I've been a straight up guy. I've been a straightforward fighter ever since the start of my career. That's what I use my platform for. There's never been no fakery about me. Sometimes I say things that may, cross people wrong, but people don't understand what I say because they don't understand the man that is saying it. But as the saying is, my favorite saying, what's understood, don't have to be explained. So come October the 19th, baby, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. And it's just going to be an amazing fight. Nothing I have to say for my opponent, for we all know that silence is golden. I'll see y'all soon. October the 9th at the T-Mobile Arena. If you can't be there, it's going to be on Fox Pay-Per-View, baby. Don't hesitate to click that button.
As we all know, silence is golden. Better yet, silence speaks 1,000 words. Ain't got nothing to say to Fury, man. And nothing to say to Fury. He's got his squad out here, man, on YouTube. We do the heavy lifting out here. We're in the trenches. Wilder ain't got to say nothing. All Wilder needs to do is show up October 9th and literally go like this. Wash your hands of Tyson Fury. Let me do it one more time for the people in the back. October 9th. Wash your hands of Tyson Fury. That's the only thing that Deontay has to do, man. That's it. The rest of us, we're in the trenches. Come the 9th, the night of October 9th, when the victory is complete and justice has been served, then it's celebration time. Plan your celebration. Pocket the money that you bet on this fight if you're a betting person, man or woman. Get your money. Celebrate. Be with your family, your friends. October 10th, we got work to do. We got to jump back in the trenches one more time and uproot these trolls. Seek and destroy. Because we've had to endure it for many, many months now. Some of y'all more than me, because I just came on here in June. But I probably came in during the thick of it, though. So that's the agenda. Absolutely. Black Superman says you can't stop the inevitable. It's the will of the gods, man. That's why I keep telling people Anytime I get an argument with Fury fans out there in real life, most of them can't give me any intellectual response on how they think Fury's going to beat Wilder because they're just so fixated on what happened in the second fight that they can't even wrap their head around the possibility that Wilder is a new and complete fighter. What does that tell me? Well, that tells me that they haven't been paying attention. Either they don't want to pay attention because they're afraid of the truth, or they don't want to pay attention because they have so much disdain for Wilder. Regardless, it don't matter. They're going to be in complete shock. I read a comment the other day that kind of made me laugh on one of these videos. I forget which video it was, like a promotional video of this fight. And a guy wrote a comment saying, Deontay Wilder is a guy in a character in a video game where you put all of your coins and the attributes of you max out the attribute of power. And so if you're a gamer and you play games where, you build characters and they have their attributes, this guy said, you take all of your available resources and money and just put it all in power. I find it funny, but at the same time, Deontay Wilder is much, much more than that. Much, much more than that. And we're going to find out, man. And look, we continue to creep closer and closer and closer. And I feel that energy is very powerful right now. I wake up every morning and I'm thinking, well, maybe there's nothing that needs to be said, but there's always something happening. The energy continues to spill over. And all the people out there who thinks that this fight is not selling, this fight is not of interest, you are sadly mistaken. I haven't been involved in a fight like this, talking about it as much as I do, since Mayweather-Pacquiao. Like this is something because it's more than just a heavyweight title fight. This is not only just a trilogy fight, which is very important as well, but also because of what's at stake, what has transpired over the past 3 years, all the things that has happened, the chaos that has unfolded. Believe me when I tell you this, the arena will be full. The after parties will be pumping. YouTube will be a sanctuary for all the Wilder fans who have been fighting in the trenches this whole time. I'm telling you right now, if you think this fight is not selling, you must be living under a rock. Maybe over there in the UK, they ain't talking about this fight. But in the States, that's all people talk about. And y'all see, man. You will see. Looking forward to the costume that Wilder will show up in the fight with. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Looking forward to the ring walk, what he has in store for us. If he's going to have a rapper or some sort walk into the ring with him, what type of music he's going to play, what kind of energy he's going to bring into the fight, just everything, the theatrics, everything is just so equally important and mesmerizing at this point. It's filling our imagination, and I can't wait. In the meantime, I'm planning to not only prepare a prediction / breakdown video of Canelo and Caleb Plant. That's coming up soon. I'm also going to make a prediction video of what's that fight coming up? Herring and the other guy that he's fighting. What's his name? Stevenson. So that's also a fight that I feel is pretty tough for me to predict. Been going and watching footage on that fight as well. I think that's a big fight also in November, I believe. And the fights are just stacked up right now, man. When I think about it, this weekend, Usyk Joshua. Then we got Fury Wilder. Then we got Caleb Plant, Canelo. Then we got Stevenson and Herring. Then we have Spence Porter. So well overdue. Boxing fans are well overdue with some good fights. Fights that are really really good fights. Fights that are tough to predict. Fights that are tough to break down. And so for channels out there like myself who pride themselves on doing these prediction videos and putting a lot of time and effort, and trust me, people, every time I do a prediction video, I put a lot of time and effort into it. That's why I appreciate your guys' support, because I have to do hours of film study. It's not something I just say, oh, well, let me see these two guys. Okay, and just come up with a prediction. I take pride in my work. So be on standby. Look out for those prediction videos. And as always, man, I appreciate all the support. And yeah, I'm glad that we were able to come together as a family. No trolls in the building. I made this live chat for family only. It was great to see the vibe. The energy was good. A nice breath of fresh air. Steven, what's good, man? Thanks for dropping by. You're catching the end of this live stream, but it's all good. This will be uploaded on my channel. Afterwards, you can rewind it back and watch it. We talked about a lot of good stuff tonight, but I'm glad you were able to catch the end of it. Make sure you hit that like button as well when you come in. Anthony Jones, what's good? Thanks for dropping by. And Jim Diamond, what's good, man? You made it. Willie, yep, history in the making. Absolutely. Steven said, I've been listening just at work. Okay, you got a little moment to drop a comment. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. And just real quickly, once again, I am on IG, man. Go ahead and swoop through your IG, search Divine Sense Boxing. Make sure you follow me over there so you guys don't miss any lives. You guys don't miss any uploads, because, YouTube, beyond those shenanigans, as we know, they don't always alert you guys. I got a lot of my subscribers complaining that they miss my lives. So Instagram is another outlet and a platform where you can get those updates. I usually drop a story about an hour before, an Instagram story about an hour before I go live. And then, of course, I drop my different posts. Also, I'm doing a kind of a journey thing. I am on a journey of bench pressing 300 pounds, something that it's a little goal that I have right now. I just posted a video of me bench pressing 280 pounds. I weigh 170 pounds, by the way. So just a little cool thing that you guys can follow and support me in as well. And, it'd just be good to have my family over there on Instagram, man. I appreciate you guys, as always, the love and support. And Dr. Hook ends it with the exclamation point saying, Deontay spitting wisdom. For wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Dropping quotes from the Bible. Bringing in more energy and power. Just taking over. Thank you for dropping by. Jim Diamond says, man, I just hit 300 pounds last week. That's what's good. Love to hear that. Robert Brown, Tay Jones is live. I believe, yes, he is live. I believe he said he's going to go live at 11 p.m. Eastern. So I'm looking at my clock over here. And, yep. So y'all can jump over there to Tay Jones. Give him some love. I think he's got some good information to drop as well. And I will catch you guys on the next one. If I'm not live between now until Saturday, I will be here, Firestorm. You guys know how we get down. Saturday nights, Firestorm, Divine Sense Boxing. We will put a panel together. I'm going to hit up Tay. I'm going to hit up Drew. I'm going to hit up I Am True Will. I'm going to hit up everybody I can to try to make a fire panel coming up this Saturday night. So don't miss it. Y'all stay up, stay good, be strong, safe, and positive. Go check out Tay Jones. Show him some love. And good night. See you on the next one.
Thank you.